Hello. Welcome.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, just up to at the moment.
Yeah, it's just us two. Yeah, Geordie's running a bit behind, but he will be here in a little while. So, yeah.
Well, he's waiting for his tea to be delivered. So, yeah. So, how's
delivered
24 hours?
Justine or delivered by the kitchen?
Probably takeaway.
Yeah.
Probably. But how are you 24 hours later, Horlixs?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah.
Cool.
I've been a bit. Do you know what? I've been really tired today, actually, and I felt a bit under the weather, but I'm all right. Just a bit tired and yeah, meh.
Yeah.
But I'm all right.
Yeah, it's absolutely bucking it outside.
Yeah, it's getting really cold as well, isn't it? It's supposed to have some ice blast or something come in.
Blowing a gale and raining, but I'm not shutting the blinds because I like watching it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do like the storm.
Right, I'll go through some of this chat. So first in, we've got Gillian, who says, "Good evening, Dave." Not here yet. And then she says, "Good evening, Horlixs."
Hello.
And says, "Good evening, Mark." So hi, Gillian. We've got Ian Campbell in, who says, "A very good evening, all." So hi, Ian.
Hello. Good evening, Ian.
And we've got Trevor in, who says, "Hi, guys." Hi, Trevor.
Hi, Trevor.
And Ian says, "Hey, Alex and Mark." Ian says, "Raining in is that Loughborough too?"
I say Loughborough,
yeah. We've got Brett Music Builds in, who says, "Hi, Mark. Just wanted to pop in and say thank you to Horlixs for continuing the Partwork upgrades legacy in the wake of the Modz situation."
Oh, that's okay. I mean, at the moment, I feel a bit mad about it because it's there, but I know I'm not giving it all my time that I need to because I've got a full-time job. So it's really hard to keep current, and especially as I'll be honest, I'm not the greatest. I can do the printing and everything, but when it comes to actually thinking about stuff, it's really difficult. And especially as I haven't got all the models, I haven't got the room. But yeah, hopefully things might improve shortly. So yeah, watch this space.
Trevor says snow is on the way, only in Britain. Laughing out loud. Yeah. Brett says, and a thanks to Ian Campbell too. And then Ian says, or as the Aussies say, Loughborough. Yeah. That's it for chat. Hi, Geordie.
Hi.
Loughborough. Hello. You still got dinner on your chops? No, I haven't. I'm joking. I had you worried though, didn't I? What'd you have?
You did.
What'd you have for dinner?
I just had a kebab.
Oh, nice.
A chicken one.
I've not had anything yet. I need to go and cook after the stream.
It was supposed to. It was ordered at 5 o'clock. When it was supposed to turn up at 6. Didn't come to the blinking till 25 past 6.
Wow. Ian says, without going into too much detail, Horlicks and Partwork upgrades may have an announcement soon. Much to discuss. We've got Kilroy in who says, hello guys. Hi, Kilroy.
Hello, Kilroy.
We've got David Bassett in who says, good evening, Horlicks, Mark, Geordie Dave, and all in chat. Hello, David.
Hi, David. I've just seen his bus in there. Oh, I forgot to turn my bus on.
Ian says, hey, Geordie.
Hi, Ian.
Ian says hi to David Bassett. Oh, gosh, we've got model making trucker in, Lewis. Evening all. Good evening, Lewis. Welcome.
Hi.
Ian Campbell says hi to Lewis. Lewis says evening, Ian. And David Bassett says evening, Ian, at Ian Campbell. And that's chat again for now. So, might as well go cameras down.
Right.
Right. I've got quite a lot. I've turned into tonight, like, I've got not much to do into I've got loads to do.
Right, so
Are you doing the rounds, are you?
Yeah, I'll do them. So Horlicks first.
Right, so I'm going to be doing this frigging Lambo. No, it's not too bad. I'm going to get the decals on the bonnet, try and get this fitted. Those of you that watched the horrendous stream last night, I had a screw head break on this hinge, but actually the glue has done a really good job, and it does seem to be operating the hinge. So I'm not going to play with it too much, but I'm going to get the bonnet on, shut the bonnet, and that'll be that. I've also got 2 mirrors to make, which I'm going to do tonight to save some time on the next show. Then I'll see what the time is. If I've got time, I'm going to make one of the doors. And then, but I might not do that because I've just remembered I have this to try and fix as well. So this is my boss is at work. It's a dart counter when he plays darts. It was on his wall, and the couple of these buttons aren't responding. So I need to take it apart, have a look, clean the contacts, and see if I can get these buttons to work. If not, he's going to buy a new one. But yeah, so it's a trying to fix video for this. So yeah.
So Horlicks try and fix it until it's yeah. Okay. Right. Well, let's go over to Geordie next.
Yeah, still working on the tidy Jeep. Finished.
Very tiny Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One that small again.
Right, myself. First, I've got to change the blade on my scalpel. What I'm going to do is prime these. These are glue bottle holders for Tamiya extra thin and stuff. So what I need to do on these is I want to cut along where the star is on these, because the star needs masking. And what I'm going to try and do is replicate the logo of Tamiya on here, just to make them look a little bit better. So, and if that gets done and I've got time after, I don't know, I'll find something else. There's always something to do, isn't there?
Well, yeah, I thought there wasn't, because I was debating coming on this evening, because I was like, haven't got anything to do. And then obviously it's turned into, right, I'm not sure I'm going to have enough time to do all I want to do.
Okay, I'll catch up with this tat. So we've got Tim Dawes, who says evening all. Good evening, Tim. Louis says, bloody hell, I'm surprised you remember me. I've got a good memory. Very good memory. So welcome, Louis. Ian says, at David Bassett, it's funny. When I met you at Bicester, it's like I knew who you were. Not having met you, I must have seen your face before on the internet. Ian also says, RE Orca, no new mod now. Agora have updated their online instructions, which now give a solution for the light bleed Wayne had. It works well. Mark's Hobbies is in and says, hi, one and all. Hi, Mark's Hobbies.
Hi, Mark.
We've got Jason in, Banoffee Barn, who says, good evening all. Hope everyone is okay. And, well, sorry for being a bit late. My iPhone just updated the latest iOS, and I'm hand feeding some baby bunnies. So, hiya, Jason. Ian saying hi to Jason. Mark's Hobbies is saying hi to Ian. And Ian is saying hi to Mark's Hobbies. How's your day been, Geordie?
Not too bad. Was been doing allotment, and then all of a sudden it started raining. So, but I got some stuff done.
Yeah.
Put a new steel bed in, and well, that's what me and Rob busy built the steel bed up, and got that sorted, and then it started to rain. So.
Yeah, I was just saying before you came on that it's absolutely chucking it down here, blowing a gale, and it's hitting my window in here, but I absolutely love the sound. It's nice and relaxing. David Bassett says, Ian, well, I certainly have seen you on there. Ian says, haha, David, I'm not shy. I put my face everywhere. Laughing out loud. Athol says, evening, Gillian, Flipdip, and Geordie Dave. And Ian says, David Bassett, did Wayne like his gift? Question mark. David Bassett says, to Jason, good evening. I managed to put off my iOS software update till later, thank goodness.
I don't even know if mine's... I think mine might already be done, and this is another one that's come out.
And we've got Following Ghost, who says, hi, everyone. So, hi, Following Ghost. And Gillian says, evening to Athol.
I'm sure they keep knocking these updates out if there is another one, because I did one not long ago.
Try having Power Director.
Oh, don't tell us.
Yeah, there is another one.
Oh.
Oh, well, I'll do that now then.
Athol says, evening, Mark, Kilroy, Ian C, and Ghost. Good evening, Athol. We've got Steve131 in, who says, evening all. Good evening, Steve. Ian says, Bicester had a bar. I must admit, I was sinking Madrid at 10:40 a.m. It was nice. Jason says, it's iOS 26.4 out today. Ian says hi to Athol. And Ian says hi to Steve131. Following Ghost says, hi, Athol, Trevor, Kilroy, and Steve. And Athol says, evening, Alex, David Bassett, and to Jason.
Good evening,
yeah.
Athol.
Power Director, you've got at least one update every week.
Well, you do.
Well, yeah. Saying that though, you might get it when you start doing videos again.
Yeah, I've used it the other day to do an intro, and yeah, I never seem to get updates on it. But then I've just got the standalone version.
Steve131 says hi. Evening to Following Ghost. Following Ghost says hi. Mark, Brett, Gillian, and Steve131 says Atty and Campbell. Evening, sir. And Jason says, I hope you don't mind, but put some pics across on the email of the baby bunnies. Right. That my email, Jason? No, not on mine. And Trevor says, evening following Ghost. But if you want to send some pictures, MCC email. Yeah, that's fine. I've got that open. Oh, no, I've got the Northern Model branch open. Horlixs, you've got access to that email.
Oh, God, now you're asking. Let me see. Because we haven't used it for a long time. Hang on. Is it that one? No, I'm signed into the Northern.
Yeah, that's what I'm signed into.
Hang on a sec.
It's all right, Jason.
No, you're all right. Yeah, let me just have a look and see if I can even remember the details. Right, hang on.
David Bassett says, Ian Wayne did like the Lancaster video and says he's going to blame me if he drinks the 8% porter during one of his Thursday live streams, laughing out loud. And then Jason says, sorry.
Ah, got it. Right, hang on.
You got it, right.
We're cooking. Well, so I've got it. I've got the password and everything.
And Ian's laughing back to David Bassett.
Why won't it let me? Right, it won't let me. Hold on. Why it won't let me sign in? Oh, here we go. It's all right. It's working now.
Oh, you're in.
It's so I need to do what Geordie did and reinstall Chrome.
Oh.
things aren't working right.
Mine's playing good behaviour at the moment, but it's on a final warning. David Bassett says, evening to Athol. Jason says, shall I try another email? Following Ghost says, be right back. Have to try and calm down this pain. Oh, I'm sorry you're going through that. And Ian says, Geordie, sorry, what are you building?
What is a Jeep? A tiny little Jeep. One of the wheels just fell off. They put it in a diorama as a crash Jeep.
I'll bring them up in a sec. I'm just gonna. I need to get this off of here because it's been on a bit too long.
Have to leave that to dry. Lots of space stuff on sprues. So
okay, so oh no.
what's up now?
Are you ready for cuteness overload?
What, rabbits?
I don't think I've ever seen a baby rabbit. Right, share screen. Ready and go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, isn't that nice?
I genuinely don't think I've seen anything, so I've never seen a baby rabbit.
We had one from a baby about that size and brought it up. Maybe it's a little bit bigger because it hadn't long left its mother.
Oh, look. There we go. Yeah, it's just those three. Yeah, thank you for sharing them. Yeah, look at them. They're cute.
Jason says, sorry for cuteness overload, LOL. Athol says, today I watched a video from a chap in Germany that took a GW terrain building and created a masterpiece of foliage covered buildings, which now I want to think that's replicate. Yes. Jason says they are 6 days old.
Wow. They've got a lot of hair then. I would have thought they would have been like bald.
No, rabbits and guinea pigs are actually born with all their fur. Flip Dip says it's called a kit. Flip Dip says evening to Athol. And David Bassett says, if for those who weren't at Bicester, I gave World of Wayne a Lancaster Skies DVD and a limited edition bottle of Rebellion Brewery's 8% Baltic Porter. Oh. And Flipped It says, a baby rabbit is Kit.
Right.
And Ian says, very nice, David B. Jason says, baby bunnies are born with no hair and over a few days they gain their fur. If you want, I will keep you updated.
Yeah, send us some. We can show pictures on the when you have them.
Apple says, does that mean Knight Rider used to ride about in a baby bunny car, Kit?
I was waiting for that.
Yeah. Flip Dip says, I thought we were finally in spring, but we seem to have reversed back to winter.
I was waiting for somebody to come up with that.
And Flip Dip says, yeah, and Michael Knight was a bunny boiler.
Come on.
Jason says, I would show you more of my bunnies, but this is a modelling show. Good luck with all your builds and have fun tonight. Oh, we always do.
Thank him. I hate it when this does this.
David Bassett says, you're putting some more decals on that Lambo, Alex.
Yeah. Yeah. The ones I didn't put on last night, not that we had time, because I spent most of the stream trying to fix it. Okay. Okay, now I need to put these on, let them set for a minute.
Didn't realise I was muted them for a second. David Bass says, yes, the broken screw really did hold you back last night. Was fascinating watch you try various things to fix it. And we've got DS Models in who says, hello, good evening, everyone on chat and on panel. First time I've commented live in many months. I am making a comeback in April. I'll join you on MCC UK and I'll be putting content on my channel.
Brilliant. Hello, Dave.
Nice to see you, Dave.
Hi, Dave. David Bassett says, good evening, Sir Dave. And Ian Campbell says, hiya at DS Models. My condolences, Dave. And Athol says, evening, Lord Dave. It'd be nice to have Dave back on MCC UK.
That it will.
Mm.
It's been a bit quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Don't know why this is suddenly not working.
Jason says, "Hi Dave, my condolences too. It's Jay here." And Dave says, "Hi David Bassett, Ian Athel, Jay. I'll be back. LOL."
Keep yourself busy, Dave.
Is your decals coming out all right there, Geordie?
Huh?
How's your decals coming on?
Not too bad.
Mine aren't working.
I'm using hot water, mind you.
Yeah, I might have to get some warm. I'm wondering if that's what. I mean, this is normally all right, but you know, like when you dip it and it's not coating it all in, it still looks like it's dry. You know, you get patches that look like they're still dry on the backing paper, and it's not soaked through. But the thing is drenched.
Ian says, "That's good to hear, Dave. You take your time, mate. No rush." Oh, and we've got a guy from the 60s in who says, "Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well." Thank you. I'm doing fine, thank you.
Hello. Good, thanks.
And David Bassett says, "We'll be glad to see you back on MCC and your own streams today. Missed having you to chat about buses on here and about your beautiful split screen Moggy Miner."
Trouble is, the water doesn't stay warm for long.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. There it is. Well, David, I'm just going to put it in the chat now. If you watch this video, you'll see Dave's Morris Miner out in the sunshine. So that's the link to the video on all three channels. JS Model says, "Yes, keep very busy, Geordie. Been visiting Sherry today and got Lee and Haley coming for tea tomorrow. Going to clean round on Thursday and Friday. Treated myself." That is a link to their son Lee's video that he did at an event they went to. And David Bassett says, "We'll look at that later, Mark. Thank you. No problem."
Oh. Oh, okay. Straight up.
Flipdit says, keep yourself busy, Dave. That's the key. And Ian says, out and about in Tadcaster. We'll watch that later. Didn't work.
Okay, so now is the time to put on the bow net.
Right, we have to rethink the strategy here.
I don't like these D screws.
Is them the one that broke on you?
Yeah, they're not my favourite. Oh. Be mean. Okay, so far so good. So now I'm going to flip that down, push it back.
And try not to panic.
Shut the bonnet. Not touch it. Done.
Ian says, Alex, I guess that fix last night worked.
Glue. I used a load of glue. Yeah. It looks a mess. Solder didn't work, but I just literally covered it in super glue. But the plan is, now the bonnet's in and shut, I'm not going to touch it.
Athel says, rain has arrived as Hamish can prove, shaking himself after his walkies with Celia. David Bassett says, fingers crossed the fix works, Alex.
Yeah.
Jason says, maybe one day I'll pop on after a stream to say hi. Not sure how now, though, as only got the iPhone. And Ian says, I don't want to jinx anything. No.
Rain had absolutely hide it doing the this afternoon.
It's absolutely doing that now here.
There's a bit of a polish. Right. So next step is to make up the mirrors. Still trying to do the update. I'm not sure I'm happy with that bonnet sticking up, actually. I think it's that strut.
Ooh, I've been dashed. Thank you, Howard. Thank you very much. He says, hello from the USA. Caught you boys playing around instead of working, laughing out loud. Oh, we're always playing around. So I can actually do this on this show, which, yeah, here we go. There we go. Thank you, Howard. That's very kind of you. Wow. Yeah.
Dashed.
It's actually Todd that made up that jingle. A guy from 60 says, I was on Lee's channel. I watched it earlier at the old Bass Charrington's Brewery, now John Smith's Tadcaster. David Bassett says, it's blowing a gale and spitting with rain in Northampton. And per my ex, was raining in Glasgow this morning. DS Models says, guy from the 60s, Paul, not sure if I'm going to get that other minor sorted. May have to put it on hold again for a few more months. I am glutton for punishment, laughing out loud. And then Howard says, smash the like button. Thank you, Howard. Oh, and Dave says, have you got any equipment now, Jay, for streaming? Howard says, Mark, are you or Kevin doing the Revoluto? I might be on behalf of a subscriber. We're just trying to get it sorted, but yes, I might be doing for a subscriber of mine. And Jason says, yes, it's wet and wild here too.
One sec. I've just had to answer the door.
You've been Partwork pizzaed.
I've been I was because the door was ringing. Someone was banging on the door, and I'm like, no, I'm not answering it. It's not for me. And then he was banging and banging and banging. And I thought, well, I'm going to have to go and answer the door. And that's what it was. He says, oh, I've been asked to ask for Alex.
Yeah, it says you've just been Partwork Pizza, Alex. Enjoy, mate.
Thank you very much, Ian.
Here we go.
You have been Partwork Pizza.
You love it. Jason says to Dave, no, had to leave it all behind now, so only got my iPhone. David Bassett says, nice one, Ian. Ian said, had to happen.
Thank
We've
you,
got Ron in, who says, hi, Mark, Horlixs, Geordie Dave, and all in chat. Hi, Ron.
Hi, Ron.
DS Model says, that's a shame, Jay, and nice one, Ian. Ian says, thanks, Dave. Ian says, nice one, Mark. And Howard says, LOL, love that one. Yeah, I do.
I have been Partwork Pizzas, indeed. Well, I'll enjoy that. Thank you very much. Saves me cooking now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that was RVO3, RVO2. Okay, so would you like to hear something quite funny?
Go on.
The manual was wrong again because I was trying to fit this mirror. This is the sticky side to the correct mirror, and of course they got it round the wrong way. I was like, that ain't the right shape. That ain't fitting in there. So it's a lot of so when it's the right shape, it fits. There's been quite a lot of that on this build, isn't there? There we go. 2 mirrors done. They were actually quite easy.
Nice.
So I think I'm going to leave it at that for the car tonight. I was going to do a door, but I'm not sure I can go through it. Because if something does, yeah, I'm not even going to say anything. I'll wait till next week. I do have a machine to fix.
David Bassett says to Jason, did you used to be Fleetwood J, or am I confusing you with someone else? Sorry if I am. Howard says, I'm just doing some editing for a video and checked my channel when I saw you guys on. Well, thank you for coming and watching us, Howard. And Howard says, oh, come on now, Horlicks. The instructions are never wrong on any build. You're just reading them backwards.
Yeah. No, genuinely, this has happened a lot on this build. I definitely had RVO2 off first. And I was like, this ain't fitting, this ain't fitting, this ain't fitting, this don't look right. And I thought, oh, I wonder if it's RVO3 because I separated these parts. And yeah, they were switched. And that was the same for the boot straps last night. We had to take them off because it said in the manual, it says to use LO2s somewhere. LO2s for these boot straps. And they were too short. And I thought, oh, well, it is what it is. Then I realised on the sprue last night, there was LO3s and they were longer. I was like, well, that makes sense. And then we realised that we use LO2s on the door, which is further on down here. So they were wrong.
Well, Alex, you asked me about my figure painting.
Oh, yeah.
This is like my first attempt, and it's 172 scale, and more. Yours is even going to be tinier.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but that's good.
Yeah, I've tried to get his face in, and the straps are not in.
That's really good.
That's tiny 172 scale.
Yeah.
But yours is going to be even smaller.
I know, I'm doing 1/200 scale.
It's the same as in the plane. I've painted the figure in the plane.
Howard says, is that the Aventador from Poacher or Poker?
It's the Lamborghini.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah, the Lamborghini Aventador.
It is, yeah. The LP700.
Jason says, yes, David, it's me, Fleetwood J. David Bassett says to Jason, good to see you again on here. Again, Jason, how are you, mate? And Mark Hobby says, thumbs up, guys.
Yeah, this was, those of you who don't know, was kindly sent over to me from Model Wayne. So, right.
I'm stuck on waiting for a decal. I don't like to do the other side of the plane on the decals in case I knock this side off. So I like to wait till it dry up properly.
Let's plug this in and see the fault before we try and fix anything. It's not really.
Dave asks, what colour did you paint his eyes, Geordie? LOL.
Yeah, no chance I could dare to do that. You've got no small enough.
Oh, sorry. Does anyone know how to use a dart machine at all?
No. You're best asking a Geordie about that.
You throw a dart and put the score in.
Yeah, but I don't know how this. How do you dart?
I wouldn't have. No, I used one.
So.
When I used to play darts, you used your head.
Leg one.
Leg one would be your first leg. 501 and it counts down. So put the score in. So if it's 501, put 20 in and see what happens. It should count down.
Well, 0 doesn't work. 9's a bit iffy. Yeah, so it's these two buttons that aren't. Well, 9's sort of okay. 0 doesn't work.
Does the other side work? Do your legs on the top work? 0, 1, 4, 0.
No idea. It's just the buttons. See, like 9's a bit hit and miss. 8 always works. 9 works sometimes, and 0 doesn't work at all. That's the complaint. Right. I'm hoping it's just going to be a case of cleaning the buttons, to be honest.
Guy from the 60s says, DS, under the circumstances, I'm not surprised your project is on hold. It was great to see Lee back on YouTube. I always enjoy his videos. Hope you're okay, mate. Check the back compartment, Horlixs. Sometimes you put a screw in there.
Yeah, I can't get this off. There we go. No. Might have clips. Oh, there we go.
Water. It's a big sticker.
Okay. Jason says, David, much better. Took a few years to put things right and away from people, and now in a much happier place at long last. I am thinking of coming back in the summer, but depends on life. Howard says, Geordie, you should look into one of those coin magnifiers that have a screen connected to a microscope. They use them to fix computers. I found one in the USA, Amazon, for $30. Howard says, I doubt it'll be more in the UK area. And Dave says, Guy from the 60s, only on hold for a little while. Yes, we both back on YouTube now. Took Matilda to Tadcaster to the little show, but was organised by the vicar who did Christine's funeral. And Howard says, reason I say that is I sent one to our one painter who does minis and SMDs that help him paint small things like that.
Coin magnifiers. Right, I'll have a look. Thank you for that. I'll have a look on what you call it. Amazon. I'm just using them at the moment. GML glasses.
Good old IPA.
Yeah, that's filthy. Look at his buttons.
Oh.
It's probably the contactors.
Howard says, not sure if I can post a link. I think you can, Howard, because you're on my channel, and because you're a channel member, you get moderator status, so you should be okay. And Ian says, Alex, Facebook message.
Okay. Oh, I can't. Hang on. We'll have a look in a second. Oh, hang on a minute. No, I've got a computer in front of me.
Right, I'll share my screen. If you look up at your screen, Geordie, This is the link Howard's put in. So this is kind of what you'd be after.
Oh, yes.
So that's something you'd be after. He says that's the USA site, but that's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
And then Ian says, hey, Howard. Dave McBill says, good evening, Mark, Geordie, Horlixs, and all in chat. Just got out of the shed. Good evening, Dave Mac.
Hi, Dave.
Blowing a gale out there, Dave. I'm surprised your shed's still, your walls weren't shaking. Dave Mac says, actually, Mark, they were, LOL. I thought the roof was going to blow off. And Dave says, terrible weather here at the minute. It's not the best out there at the moment here.
Okay, so that's that updated. Anything new on here? All looks the same. I always hate it when you get a software update and nothing looks different. I like real change when it comes to things like that. So it feels new when it's all new.
Dave says, hi, Dave Mac. Now you can say it, Ian. Ian says, DS Models, we're all getting rain after 4 or 5 days of dry. Howard says, well, you guys keep the wet stuff over there. And Ian says, what am I saying? Hi, Dave, and Dave. Dave Max says, evening, Sir Dave. Hope you're okay, mate. And Dave says, that's the one, Ian, LOL. And Ian says, ha, thanks, Sir Dave.
Right. Have I fixed it?
That it was just dirty contacts.
I mean, look at all these Q-tips. They're black. No. Everything else works. No, that hasn't fixed the problem. In fact, it's made it a bit worse because now the 9 doesn't work at all.
Jason says, hope it stops raining soon as I've got a leaky roof and a bucket catching the water. That looks about right. Right. Oh, more chat. Ian says, Jason, Geordie has a bucket. Was sent to him many years ago as I was certain he'd have a fire. Guy from the 60s says, at Geordie Dave, how did you get on with the little compressor I sent you? I hope it's what you were looking for.
Yep, exactly what I'm looking for. Haven't getting around to using it yet. I've been busy working on these, but I think my next project I will be.
Ian Campbell says, no sound, question mark. Nobody's muted. And then it says, sound back.
Thank you very much for that. I've just got to get some I've got to get some primer that works in an airbrush.
Ian says, Mark, user error. That's a bit too blue.
I think it's broken. I think it uses like a special conductive stuff. It looks a bit. What's the word?
Too red.
Oxidated, that's it. I need one of them pens. fiberglass pen.
Oh, one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one.
Right. If you can just lend it to me a minute.
Well, yeah, I wish.
Well, no, I don't even know if that'll fix this. I don't think it's. I think it's quite old. So.
It sounds clean. Are you still getting rubbish off of it?
Yeah.
It still might be dirty then.
But I think it's rubbing off the material rather than.
Do you have any methylated spirits?
I can't be trusted with that because the last time I had some of that, I set right to the fireplace and the lounge.
Oh, another firebug like Danno.
I had an open fire in my old house like years ago in Old Town, and it was beautiful. And I couldn't get this frigging fire lit, so I thought, what have I got? Oh, I've got some methylated spirits. So I flicked it on the fire, lit it. There's a massive fireball up the TV. Then I tried to put it out with my bloody cushion, and then it attached the fire to the cushion, and I had purple flames everywhere. It was like something out of Harry Potter.
Guy from the 60s says, Geordie Dave, that's great. I hope it gives you many years of service, mate.
It does.
I set fire to my parents' living room carpet when I was a teenager, but
another one that's a firebug. There you go.
Back then I didn't have sense. So if you remember the old balsa wood gliders you used to make, and then you used to put the tissue paper on top, then you'd use a thing called dope on it. Don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Yep.
No.
You used to put that on top, and as it dried, it stretched the tissue paper. Well,
Italian flammable.
It's extremely inflammable because a bit of it broke, so I tried to glue it on, and in my rush to do it, used a lighter to try and glue the paint, dry the paint quicker, and it went up in a massive fireball.
Oh God!
And me being me, stupidly thought, right, I need to get this outside. So I'm literally running through the house trying to get this glider out the thing. And by the time I get to the back door, all I had was the nose cone in my fingers.
Oh God.
You want some pizza? I've been bought pizza off here. What? Right. Do you want to put us on full cam?
Yeah.
You better get your tune ready, Mark.
Okay.
I've been Partwork pizza.
You have been Partwork pizza.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, Ian says you have also been Partwork pizzaed. Enjoy, mate. And then he goes, ha ha.
I'll put it in the oven for you. Thank you very much, Ian. Thank you very much. I'll do for my supper. Bloke comes the door, he goes, what's your name? I says, Dave. He says, Geordie Dave. I says, that's me.
Who sent it?
Ian.
Ian.
Ian says you are very welcome, bud.
No, I don't know.
Yeah? Yeah, I know what it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Good. Do I need to bring it up to you?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what's happened here. I see what happened. It's a little prank thing that my dad's face like to do with it. Or like think with each other, they tell each other.
Guess what?
What's that?
I also have been Partwork pizzaed.
You have been Partwork pizzaed.
Thank you, Ian. Oh dear.
Oh, funny.
Thank you, Ian. Yeah, he says, you also have been Partwork pizzaed. Enjoy, mate. Thank you, Ian. I'm going to have a slice of that now.
Oh, so you've been Partwork pizza too?
Yeah.
I've just been putting mine in the, taking it out of the box and putting it on a pizza thing in the oven so it'll keep for my supper. Well, Gillian's doing that.
We've all been Partwork pizzas. Oh.
Oh, this is nice.
Stop you working. All right.
Howard says, Ian, making modelers fatter one pizza slice at a time.
Mm.
And then Ian says, haha, you all deserve it so much, guys. Thank you, Ian.
Thank you very much, Ian. Yep, you're a gentleman.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why these two aren't working. They are really clean now. They're cleaner than all the others.
Guy, oh, no, that's the next one. Guy from City said, I set my mum's kitchen countertop on fire with my Modz steam engine. I think I might have overfilled it with fluid, lol. Hey, that's fine if it's a Modz steam engine. Perfectly acceptable.
And you think, I need a fire bucket? The firebugs are on here.
No, but I only had to. I just needed to get the fire lit. I did used to use zipper lighter fluid because it's not as quite as flammable, but I ran out.
Howie said, exactly what is that Horlicks is trying to fix?
This is a dart counter thing.
Ian's laughing to Howard. And Ian says, I don't think I've ever done a triple before, LOL. Well, first time for everything.
Oh, that seems to have worked.
You got it working now.
I've just put oil, like some 3-in-1 oil on the pads.
Did you not have an EWD-40?
Yeah, I've got some of that.
Well, that's supposed to be good for electrics.
Yeah, maybe. What lubricant seems to be making it contact better?
I've no one of them Mammoth steam engines. I'll save up and buy one. Not cheap.
Ian says, I've got either Mammoth also. So cool. I'm 56 and got it when I was 5. So you've got the 9 working, just not the 8. Guy from the 60s says, Mum didn't have a fire bucket, just a washing up bowl and a clip around the ear. Oh.
Let's see if that. So what are we going to do then? Pack all the models in now and just eat?
Right. That's it, now that. Now we need to get some. I need to paint that. That's now got its stickers on. 24 to dry. Give it a spray of clear coat. That needs clear coating.
Ian says, just off to grab some food, not pizza, but just as good.
Oh. Gonna say
I remember like
pizza for all of us, and he's not having pizza himself.
I remember when Wayne got his revenge and Partwork pizza Ian. That was good fun. That stream. Guy from the 60s said, the man mod is on my YouTube channel. I gave to my grandson Cameron. That's a nice gift.
Nine is sort of working now, but
And we've got Ed Hughes in who says, evening all. Hiya, Ed.
hi Ed.
Hi, Ed. Welcome to the channel.
You missed it all, Ed. We've all been Partwork Pizza tonight.
We've all been Partwork Pizza.
David Bassett says, evening again to Ed. And Ed says, hey, Mark, Horlixs and Geordie Dave.
It's weird ones answering the door and flipping bloke called as Geordie Dave.
That means your local delivery thing now knows your YouTube name. Ed said, I did the pizza thing as well tonight.
No, it's not. It's sort of working a little bit better than it was, but it's not. I think the thing's worn out. So it's going to be as used to treat himself to a new one.
Ed says, I am a bit late. What is everyone working on? Horlicks is doing some electronics. I was sorting out these Tamiya glue bottle holders, but now I'm eating pizza. A guy from the 60s says, I've got a battery-operated RC speedboat that I gave him, but he gave it me back because his mum won't let him near the lake. I'm trying to find someone to give it to, but no luck just yet. I'd do it. Just saying. Yeah. We're still got to get this Trumpety Titanic RC controlled. And then Ian Campbell says, hiya, Ed. Did you ?
Well, I've got 9 working, which is more than it was before.
Yeah.
0. Unless you can't do more than 1 0. No. I don't really know how this works, but
I love my RC stuff. It's awesome.
do you know what? I think this is.
Go on.
I think the 0 is working. I just don't know how to use the thing. Because you're not going to have 2 zeros. So I think that's a fix. No. Sorry, come on.
Ed says, "Hey, Ian," and Ian says, "You okay, Ed?" ? Yeah, but what if you score 100 on a dartboard?
Oh yeah. Well, you can't. You'll have to add 90 and 10 together.
If you get a triple 20 and a double 20, that's 100.
Yeah.
Ed says, "Oh, good here, Ian. How about you and Julie?" And Ian says, "Yeah, we okay, thanks." Oh, I agree with you. Yeah, a guy from the 60s says it's 80 centimeters long, so it would be expensive to post it.
So, Mark, have you already started to make preparations to convert it?
So what time we got to do?
Yes.
Sorry.
I've got the propeller shafts in. And that's about it at the moment.
Okay.
Ed Hughes says, "Went with Ian to the spacecraft show on Saturday. Great day out. Absolutely brilliant models."
Yeah, I saw some Wayne's video. I mean, I'm going to assume most of them would have appeared at Telford, perhaps, but obviously harder to spot because obviously it was so much going on there as well. Quite nice being Partwork pizza because you never know what's going to come. Like, well, not saying that, but like, you know, because you haven't ordered it, you don't know what topping you're going to get.
I got ham and mushroom.
It's not. This isn't one that I would probably order, but it's nice, and I probably wouldn't have known it's nice if I'd ordered it. If that makes any sense at all. I don't even know what my normal go-to is there. I think it's oh. Mighty meaty. Yeah, yeah, Telford is insane, yeah.
Ian says, "Yeah, Ed, talent overload." And Ed says, "Yeah, Telford is insane." No, I don't think anti-fouling red is going to be the correct colour for this. Oh, God, no. Oh. All these great shows going off down south, and me and Geordie are stuck up north.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if there's any you want to go to, just get. Well, so I suppose it's expensive, but you can get a train nearer it. And I'm sure someone, you know, if I'm going or anyone's going that's passing, they have to grab you from the station or whatever.
David Bassett says Ed Hughes was a very good show, some amazing models. I particularly like the Jerry Anderson models for UFO, Fireball, XL5, Stingray, Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, and Space 1999. Dave Matt Builds says, I'm going to say good night, guys. It's been a great stream. See you on the next one. Night all in chat. And good night, Dave Matt.
Night, Dave.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah, I'm done.
Well, I'm done because I got pizzaed. So I've been eating pizza.
I'm done because I've got everything done.
I just need to have a tidy up.
It's not worth going a quick whirl around, is it? Out the show. I'll go to Horlixs first. See if got out the show, Horlixs. Are you still eating your pizza?
Yeah, just I've done the mirrors for the car, and then as you saw earlier, first bit I did was the bonnet. So this is ready to go on. Cool. Decals are on. I'm not going to show you because I'm not touching the bonnet again. Yeah, so it's just ready to move on now.
Ready for Monday.
On Monday.
Cool. And we might shrink. And Mark.
So as much as I got done is I did try cutting around the star on these, but I realised that it was actually taking off the primer. So I'm going to have to just hand brush it on. So I kind of marked it off and then got Partwork pizzaed. So yeah.
All right. Come on, cheers to that. Thank you. And myself, right. I'm not touching the tube because it's dry in it. I've just put a clear gloss on it. I've been working through different stuff tonight and used a decal fix and I've finished the decaling off on this. Doesn't have none on the bottom because it's a night fighter, so it can't be seen at the bottom. So that's virtually finished. All I've got to do with the jeans is put the decal on the front and a little bit weathering on it. Wait till the figures come. Put the figures in. That's Jeep complete. So that's pretty done.
Right, I'll just catch up with this chat. Ian Campbell says night to Dave Mack. Ed Hughes says night Dave. David Bassett says met Sylvia Anderson in 1960s at a village event where she bought actual models of Lady Penelope and Parker. Ed says, how is the hinge holding up?
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I'm not planning to open and close the bonnet, but it's worked and it shut the bonnet okay. So I think it'll be all right on the odd time, but yeah, it's all right.
Then he says on the bonnet. Ian says, seems okay, Ed. David Bassett says, good night to Dave Mark. Ed Hughes says, pizza is not a good excuse to not do any modelling, LOL. It is if you don't like it to go cold.
No, I don't mind. But I was already struggling anyway this evening for stuff to do.
put it in the air fryer to warm up. Bit at a time.
Ian says, LOL, Ed. Dave says, good night, everyone. See you all soon. Night, Dave.
Night, Dave.
Thank you.
Ed says, night, DS Models. Ian says, night to Dave. Jason says, I'm going to say good night, all. Hope you all have a good night, and so good night for me all. And then he says, I'll say good night. Hope everyone be okay. So good night for me and all the bunnies.
And yeah, good night, Dave. Nice to see you back on. And we'll hopefully get you behind the screen again soon.
And then Ed says night to Jason.
Okay, we'll go cameras up.
Yeah, I can do. David Bassett says night to Sir Dave and to Jason. And Ian says night, bunnies.
Yeah, I was going to do the doors, but well, one of them, but I thought, nah, it's probably not the best idea.
Right.
Right, so that's another show, dude.
Another one done.
You're back on. You're on Sunday, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
7. Horlixs, you're back on Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
I've got nothing out at the moment. Never getting anything videoed down the allotment because the weather hasn't been good.
Well, yeah, do go down there when we have this snowstorm.
No, thank you.
Oh, dear. A guy from the 60s says night, guys, and he's saying fire.
Get out smoke for me. That's why he got us the fire bucket, because of the smoke.
And then he says, LOL, Ian.
Yeah, Horlixs is just as bad.
I think yours is worse.
David
I don't know.
Bassett says, great stream, guys, and night all.
Okay then, so well, I'll say good night to everybody and see you next week.
Yeah, and it's good night from me. I'll see everybody next week.
Yeah, good night for me, and see you Monday.
Bye.
Bye all. Thank you, Ian, as well. Sorry.
Yeah,
Thanks for the Partwork pizza. Much appreciated, and I'll speak to you soon.
Night.